Hello everyone and welcome. It's the first Alien Frontier Devlog in a while, and the very first one since the game launched into early access almost 2 months ago, and I'm happy to report that things have been real busy. This video is going to be a catch-up on how the first few months have gone, the changes we've made based on community feedback, and more excitingly, the reveal of a brand new character who's available in an upcoming patch that
starts right now!
So let's start off with the brand new class reveal. We're super excited to introduce the Trapper. He has the most drastically different playstyle than any of the other characters so far, relying less on firepower and more on his devastating traps and placed weapons. So first up is the Trapper's sidearm. Instead of a traditional weapon like other classes, the Trapper has a pair of deployable turrets that will automatically attack nearby enemies. After a certain duration, these turrets will expire, and after a short cooldown, they're free to use again. What makes these extra powerful is that they inherit the abilities and stats of the player, so as you upgrade your character, you also upgrade your turrets. The Trapper's ultimate ability is a flurry of deployable proximity mines that stick to any surface. When an enemy is close enough, the mines explode, dealing massive damage. These mines stick around for a lengthy duration, but will eventually detonate if idle for long enough. The key to mastering the Trapper is carefully staggering the deployment of your turrets and thoughtfully dropping your mines in opportune locations. While he's not the strongest individual character, with some strategy, he can be incredibly effective. Alright, now let's talk about the launch. Overall, we were really excited with the reception and feedback for the game. The general reception for the early access launch was positive, and while there were some negatives regarding rocky bugs and a few design decisions, even the more critical players were constructive, but most importantly, they were optimistic about the potential of the game. And this is really the most exciting thing, because some games just don't land and are dead on arrival, but even the negative reviews have a lot of excitement about the potential, and there's a lot of goodwill, which is really encouraging. So over the past few months, we've made a large number of bug fixes from mobility issues to progression blockers. On top of that, we've been incorporating community feedback and we're excited to roll out our very first big patch. So the resource economy was criticized for being too stingy. Numerous balance tweaks to the drops have gone in, but one of the biggest changes addresses a really common criticism we heard a lot. Players felt that there weren't enough roguelike elements to the game, such as reasons to spend your keys and gold, and no way to heal or kind of manage your run. The roguelike economy was intended to come in days 2 and 3 of the game, once the outpost is constructed, so players can spend their gold to purchase items, upgrades, and other tools to help in the fight. Additionally, players earn XP between runs, which is used to upgrade the outpost to unlock even better items in each run. And the items are really fun to use, and there's a lot of player freedom, but unfortunately, the problem players had was that since the outpost is only available in the last 2/3 of a run, players can miss out on all of those cool features in the very beginning. If you die in the first act, you don't get a chance to use any of the shops, the healers, or other services. This is a 1-2 punch that provides a really negative loop. You can't see what you unlock, and you don't get to spend the resources you earn in-game in the outpost. So the big change is, now the outpost is available from the very first day, meaning players have way more flexibility and tools in every run. Finally, there was a lot of confusion about the game loop of completing objectives and optionally fighting enemies to farm clots to unlock chests to get stronger. The messaging was really murky and it made things feel aimless and unclear. A lot of players just felt like, oh, why do I have to kill these enemies? What are these chests for? Where do I get the resources from? It just felt, instead of being open and free for players to choose what to do, felt just very directionless. So we've tightened the loop now so that in a run, players will receive objectives first to clear out enemy areas, which then unlock the objectives to mine the resources. We really love this change because it provides a more focused experience while still giving players freedom of choice, and that freedom is doubled in part when the outpost is always available. Now the players can choose where to go, they can upgrade, buy items, but they always know what they need to do. The result of these changes is a more focused, intentional experience with a much clearer game loop. So these are some pretty massive changes, as well as a new character with a drastically different gameplay dynamic. And like I said earlier, it's available as a part of a free update which you can play right now. So hop on over to Alien Frontier on Steam and give it a try. And most importantly, these changes wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for player feedback. We really are developing with the community in mind, and we hope you see that in these changes. As such, we'd love it if you tried out the latest update and let us know what you think. But until next time, we'll see you on the frontier.